Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Bailey. I'll be teaching our class today on scottleroymarketing.com and all the different resources that are available to you. So if you guys are following along, go ahead and pull up our website. Oh, can't see the call-in number. Let's see. So this is the number. Oh, oopsie. Alright, so hopefully you should be able to call in with that information, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So today we're going over scottleroymarketing.com. You have a lot of different resources that are available to you as an agent with Keller Williams. So we'll just go ahead and get started. If you're following along, you can go ahead and pull up scottleroymarketing.com. If we scroll down a little bit, we're going to be working in this KW Resources tab for the most part today. So when you first join an office that works with Scott Leroy Marketing, the first thing you're going to do is fill out our questionnaire. Most times this is sent to you by somebody in your office, or you received an email directly from us with a link to our questionnaire. But I'll just go ahead and show you guys those questionnaires on our website, how you can access them and what the different ones are that are available to you. So if we highlight KW Resources and then once again highlight questionnaires, we have a few options over here. We're going to click on this first one that just says questionnaires. Alright, it may ask you to log in if you're following along. You will need to enter your Market Center number to access the different resources on our site. Your Market Center number, excuse me, we have that information if you don't know it. If you ever received an email from the MCA at your office, most likely their email is something like KLRW and then a number at the end of that. The number on that email is the Market Center number. So if you don't know it, you can ask us, you can ask your office. Somebody should definitely be able to help you and figure out what that is. So when our site asks for a password, it is asking for your Market Center number. But I'm already signed in, so this brought me to our questionnaires page. Find the questionnaire for you. As you can see, we have a few different ones on here. I'll just start with this setup questionnaire. This is the normal MyKW setup questionnaire. This is what probably 90% of you will fill out. So I'll just go over this really quick and show you what this questionnaire looks like. So I'm going to click on the blue link for setup questionnaire. Alright, to help you get up and running, please have the following information filled out as much as possible. We say to please allow up to 2 business days for us to complete the setup. Our team is really fast. Most days it is done in 1 business day, but we do ask that you give us about 1 to 2 business days just so we can make sure everything is done properly. Up here at the top, we have a short video on how to complete the setup questionnaire, so if you have any problems, you might want to check this out first. One thing that's very important, please note that you do have to fill out this questionnaire in 1 sitting. So I know even just yesterday I talked to somebody who started this, left for a while, and then came back, I think either later that day or the next day, and then they lost all the work that they had put into this. So I mean, you're not going to lose hours and hours of work, but I would say it is wise to fill this out in 1 sitting because this page doesn't save. So if you leave and come back, it's very likely that you will lose all the answers that you put on here. So make sure that when you do this, you dedicate a little chunk of time to get this done all at once. So the only things on here that you absolutely have to fill out are these questions that say required. There's not too many of them, but we ask for things like your first and last name, your MyKW username and password. You should have gotten this from your MCA. When you signed up with MyKW, they should have sent you an email, but if you don't have this, we can help you figure that out. Preferred MyKW password, that's just what you want your password to be. You get set up with this really crazy jumbled password, so we ask that you give us a second choice so you don't have to type in like an XYZAB125 type password. So we asked for that. Business email, a lot of people get confused about this. This is just the email that you want to use for your real estate business. This is how you want people to contact you. So this is the email that'll be displayed on your websites, on your KW.com profile, things like that. So if you want to use your KW email that we're going to create for you, you can just use KW.com in this box. But this is really just the email that you're using for your business. So it could be a KW email, it could be an external Gmail that you've created, it could be Bailey Smith Realtor or Bailey@baileysmith.com, whatever it is, your preferred business address. And then the rest of this is pretty straightforward. We do ask for things like your social media accounts. If you don't have these or if you're working on them, we can always add this in later, but it's not required, so feel free to leave these blank. If you don't have a bio, don't worry about it, send it over later. Stuff like that. These ones that are required, we do need you to give us 3 options for your kw.com email address, and we do need 3 options for your website. And the rest of this, like I said, is pretty straightforward. We just say fill it out as best as you can. Like I said, any of this can be updated later, so if you don't have any of this information now, don't worry about it too much. We can always update it for you later. Down at the bottom, we have a spot for a headshot and a logo. Max is 10 megabytes, so if you attach like a giant headshot, this could potentially mess up your questionnaire, and it could, same thing, make you lose all your work. So if you do have a really massive headshot, I would say maybe email it over separate to us after you do the questionnaire, so we can just add it in that way. All right, so then once this is complete, you can hit send at the bottom. That comes to us, and then it takes about 1 to 2 business days before you'll get a setup complete email back from us. So I'm just going to hit the back button to show you the rest of the questionnaire. So we went over, this was the normal MyKW setup questionnaire. This is the basic one that that most of you will fill out. We also have a fast start questionnaire, so if you really just want to get this done quickly, this is kind of like a bare bones setup. We do get everything filled out completely, but this questionnaire I don't think asks for things like your bio, your social media info, your community served, stuff like that. So if you're just like, just whatever, just set me up, get it done, fill out this one. We have a transferring agent questionnaire. This is for agents who are moving from one KW office to another. We'll basically just switch everything over and update the new office info for you. Expansion agent, this is for agents who will be part of 2 market centers. So don't get this confused with the transfer agent. An expansion agent is for somebody who, say, is in an office in Florida and then they're also in an office in New York. So they have basically 2 profiles under their MyKW account. We also have a capper questionnaire for cappers and luxury agents. An admin questionnaire, this is for, say you have an admin on your team, or maybe you're an admin at an office, you can fill out this questionnaire. And then we also have a Playster questionnaire, so maybe you're already set up but you just need your Playster site set up, you can fill out this questionnaire. So those are the different questionnaires that we have available for you. If we go back up and highlight KW resources at the top and then questionnaires again, you can check out our questionnaire queue. I'm going to open this in a new tab. So this is really great for office staff, or maybe you're an agent and you're just really excited to get set up and you want to see where you are in that process. You can see all the questionnaires that we have in our queue. We also have a column for people with missing logins, so if you see yourself here, reach out to us, reach out to your office, and we'll try and get this figured out. But when we do have a missing login, we definitely reach out to the office and to the agents to try and get this resolved as soon as possible. Right, we have a list of questionnaires that we've completed this week, 587 so far. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, this is just basically a resource for you guys to check out where you are in the questionnaire queue. So I'll exit out of there. Lastly, KW resources questionnaires, and then I'll go to our 30-day challenge. So after agents are set up, a lot of times they'll come to us and say, hey, what do I do next? So based on what we've seen other agents do and what we recommend, we have created an SLM 30-day challenge. This challenge is meant to help you launch your MyKW platform and get a jump start on your KW tools and online marketing. You can download a print off of this. I'll show you that here. So if you click on that, this is an awesome PDF that you can print out and physically mark on here. I know personally I like to actually check things off a list, so this would be a good resource for me. So this thing has stuff like, please send over any requested info that we asked for, check out our MyKW Academy training class, watch Dotloop training classes, send over your contacts in a CSV file, stuff like that. So these are things that we recommend and we've seen other agents do. You don't have to do absolutely everything on this list. It's just a guideline, so don't stress yourself out too much. There might be stuff on here that you don't even need, so I'd say don't freak out too much about trying to get every single thing on here done. But I think this is a great resource, and you should definitely follow it as a guideline to complete your full setup. So that's the PDF of this, but if we go back to this original page, you can actually scroll through this whole list and we have the clickable links here. So for example, day 5 we say purchase a domain from GoDaddy to attach to your website, and then once you've done that, so we have the link for the GoDaddy domain for 99 cents, and then once you have that, we can actually set up the forwarding for you, and we have the links here. So you can utilize both of those for the 30-day challenge. I like the other one because you can print it off and actually check it off, but this version is nice as well because it has the clickable links. So that's our 30-day challenge. We'll also provide a link to this at the bottom of your setup email when you receive that. Alright, so I'll just exit out of there. If we keep on going, back up to KW Resources, now we can, well, this is just a link if you guys are already here. This is a new button. This is for our live webinars, so when you click on this, this is how you can access our class, but most of you guys are all here, so obviously you know how to access it. But if you already forgot, you can come to KW Resources and then Live Webinars. And you already did this, but it'll ask for your name, your email, the market center you're a part of. This is just for training tracking for your office, and then if you want to sign up for our newsletter. So once you fill this out, it'll bring you into the live training class, which you guys are in right now. Alright, KW Resources, and now let's check out training. So, as you guys may know, we offer a lot of training here at Scott Leroy Marketing. We teach classes 4 days a week, so you can check those out if you highlight training and then training calendar, click on that. We have this organized by month and by time zone. So we have January and February on here. Our Tuesday classes have recently moved to a new time, so please make note of that if you're trying to check out our MyKW Academy class. But I'll just go ahead and pull up one of these calendars, make sure that you're in the right month and the right time zone. So I think a lot of you guys are on the East Coast, so I'll click Eastern Standard Time. And this is a PDF of our calendar, so you can print this out, save it, put it on your computer, print it out and post it on your desk, do whatever you want with it. But we have the different dates and information for our classes. So up at the top, our Tuesday classes are our MyKW Academy webinar. So we have January on here. I don't think it says the time zone, so make sure you click the right one. These little numbers here are for the dates. And then we have the time here. So our MyKW Academy classes, we have 2 different versions. We have a hands-on class, which is split into 3 parts. We're teaching that on the 2nd, or we did January 16th and January 30th. Part 1 starts at 1 p.m. and then it's an hour after that, so 1, 2, and 3 o'clock. Down below you can see the topics of each class, so maybe you can only come for part of it, or you've already seen parts of this, or you already know how to do all this stuff. You can jump in when the different sections of this class start at either 2 or 3 p.m. We also teach an overview class. It goes over all 3 parts of this class, but it's much more fast-paced. This is for participation only, so there's not really any time for questions during this class, whereas the hands-on one, you guys can ask questions, it goes a little slower, Scott has more time. So you can figure out which one works best for you. We also put all of our classes online, which I'll go over here shortly. But those are our Tuesday classes for our MyKW Academy webinar. We have hands-on and the overview. Both go over all 3 topics, or all 3 sections. On Wednesdays from 1 to 2, lovely Leah teaches, oh no, I'm sorry, it's Robert. Robert teaches our Playster 101 and Playster 201 classes. These are really great. As you know, Playster is the main website that you're going to want to utilize for your KW marketing if you do need a website through KW. So please check out these Playster 101 and Playster 201 classes. They're really great resources for teaching you how to use your Playster website. On Thursdays, Leah teaches Dotloop 101 and Dotloop 201. She's our Dotloop master, so you can check those out. And then on Thursdays, every other Thursday, I also teach database management with MyKW, basically how to import your contacts and work within the system and using the CRM provided to you. And then I also teach a marketing with MyKW class, so this goes over the different marketing resources you have available, so things like drip campaigns, creating flyers, listing presentations, stuff like that. So our Thursday classes are from 1 to 2 p.m. The little red number next to it is the date that these classes are being taught. And then, of course, on Fridays, we actually have a new class, SLM Templates Overview. So today we are in the overview class. This is just going over Scott LeRoy marketing as a whole, but then looks like every other Friday we'll be teaching our templates overview class as well. So pretty cool. Those are our classes. Make sure, like I said, you download the calendar for the correct time zone. This little overviews down at the bottom as well. Perfect. So back up at the top, KW Resources, back to training. A couple websites I want to show you. I prefer to show the YouTube playlists instead. So we have slmtraining.com. Actually, I'll pull up slmwebinar.com first. I'm going to push this down so it can be in the video. So this is slmwebinar.com. This is basically a YouTube playlist from our YouTube page of our MyKW Academy classes. So every time we teach a class on, live, we put it online on our YouTube page. We also link it to our website, but I think these are a little easier to remember. So slmwebinar.com is where you can access the MyKW Academy webinar. You can see we have, it looks like, I think this was from this week, so we have parts 1, 2, and 3. We break it down for you. And then we also have our overview classes. So if you miss the class, you don't have time to check it out when it's live, or maybe you prefer to watch it online and just take your time and work along with it, or maybe you did watch it and you want to review and go over some things that you didn't fully understand, you can come to SLM Webinar and check out these classes. We also have slmtraining.com. This is where we post all of our marketing and advanced courses. So the classes like Playster 101, Playster 201, Marketing with MyKW, SLM, Scott LeRoy Marketing Overview. That's this class. Database Management with MyKW. And then I think there's also some other ones in here. There's some like Playster tips, stuff like that. So this is where you can find those advanced marketing classes after they've been taught. And then we also have slmtips.com. These are just these awesome little tip videos that we create. Some of them are pretty short. Most of them are only like 2-3 minutes. And then we do have some longer ones. This is a new one, Tips to Brand MyKW as a Team. Create your free Inman Select account, the new eEdge dashboard, stuff like that. So these are just little tip videos of things that, questions people ask us, videos that people have requested. So if you guys have specific things that you're looking for, say you're working on something and you just can't find a video on it, please let us know because we're always looking for new video ideas and new ways to help you guys. So if you do have those ideas, please send them our way. But that's SLM tips. I'm going to go back to our website. Excuse me, guys. I'm hopefully not getting a cold, but if we highlight KW resources and then go back to training, we also have all of our classes on here. So advanced training, digital marketing tips, dot loop, exporting contacts. I don't really know why this is on here. Let's check this out. Oh, perfect. Actually, this is awesome. So I'll go over that. But yeah, training, we have our different classes on here. So those websites, SLM Tips, Webinar, Academy, we have all the videos on here as well. So for example, if we clicked on My KW Academy from there, we have all the videos listed here with the dates next to them. So it just depends, whatever way you want to access it. We have them on our website and we have them on those YouTube pages as well. Back to KW resources and then training, we also have some training on exporting contacts. Because there's so many different ways to retrieve your contacts and import them into eEdge. So a lot of times people will call us and ask for help with their iPhone or their Facebook or exporting out of Gmail. So we have links for all the different ways that you could possibly export your contacts. So if you are having trouble with that, you can check out this page. All right, back to KW resources. Last thing we're going to go over in training is Tech 00X. This is new. Robert just created this for us, which is really awesome. So if you are maybe not the best with technology, you can check out some of these kind of beginner videos and classes that we've created. So if you are relatively new to using a computer, the internet, or email, check out our Tech X series covering the absolute basics of using technology tools. So there's some different things on here: technology, Microsoft, Windows, the basics of basics, things like working with files, working with open programs, saving and finding files, using the internet, working with text. So this is really just for like beginners, people who aren't great with computers, but if that's you, we are working on creating more videos for you. So if you have trouble with these things, I would say check out this page. All right, KW resources again. That's about it for training. Now we're going to go to our support page. This is my favorite page on the site. I think it's really useful. So through KW or through Scott Leroy Marketing with your office's basically subscription to our company, you have a lot of great support resources available to you. So if you come to our support page, also scottleroymarketing.com/support will bring you here. You can find a whole list of the different free items available to you. So these are all different things that we can do for free. So things like getting your profile to 100%, updating your bio. If you have a domain, say you bought baileysmith.com and you want that attached to your KW site, we can complete that for you. If you would like a campaign set up, we can actually do that for you as well. So lots and lots of different things on here that we can do, and this is all completely free. Things like adding a What's My Home Worth form to, it's like a lead capture form to your Playster site, setting up shared access. Get out of here, Facebook. Leaving a team, stuff like that. There's tons of things in here. I'll just pull up one form really quick to show you what these look like. So say you did purchase a domain and you want to get that forwarded to your site. You can click on this. That'll bring you into the form. And you can just fill this out as best as you can. This isn't my login information. I don't have a login, so don't try to steal my identity. Alright, so we're going to ask for things like your email address, your username and password for MyKW, where did you purchase your domain, and then we will need the website address, Is this currently linked to another website? I'll just say no. And then we do need the username and password for wherever you purchase your domain. So for GoDaddy, it's usually like numbers. And then your password. And then this one asks where you would like that forwarded to. Most of the time you'll choose your Playster site, but maybe you bought a custom domain for your app, or maybe it's for your eEdge website or recruiting, but I'll leave that on Playster. Would you like to update your marketing materials with the new domains? That just means like your kw.com profile or any flyers or campaigns you would make. Do you want it to say baileysmith.com? Yes. And then to prove you're a robot, you're not a robot, your favorite dessert. I don't know what my favorite dessert is. I'm going to say, let's just say chocolate for now. Perfect. So once you have this filled out, you can go ahead and hit submit or send. That'll come over directly to us, and we'll get this completed for you as soon as possible. Usually about 1 business day for these things. So going back to our support page, like I said, these are all really great support items that you can check out. You probably don't need to fill out every single one of them, so please don't just blindly fill out every single form on this site. Like I said, you probably don't need it, but feel free if you really do see things on here that you need or you would like set up, definitely fill them out and we'll help you get that set up. Alright, back up to KW Resources. That was our support page. We also offer leadership support. I'll just click on this real quick. So if you are an admin or if you work at an office in KW, we do have leadership support specifically for you. Things like domain forwarding to the office website, recruiting or retention campaign setup, Google Analytics, Google Webmaster for the office site, stuff like that. There's also tracking, so if you want to track any questionnaires that have been submitted or that questionnaire queue to see how your agents are doing in the setup process, and then we also offer training tracking. So this is really just for office admins. I won't go into this too much. Back up to KW Resources. Last thing we're going to check out in here is our templates page. So for a long time you guys were asking if we had any free templates available, and now we do. So if we scroll down, we do have a video up here at the top that I think is really useful. So if you are trying to create an email signature through us, please check out this video first. This explains everything really well, better than probably we could over the phone. So before you create an email signature, please check out this video. But if you keep scrolling, we have lots of different templates on here for you. And it looks like we are going to start teaching these classes. I think next week we'll teach on Friday a class on creating some different things in these templates. But different things on here like flyers, holiday pieces, joined a team, just sold, stuff like that. But most of the time you guys are going to be creating these email signatures, so I'll click on that. So these are in Google Drive, so to access these you will need to be signed into a Gmail account. And I'll just pick one, signature one, click on that. I'm not going to go over this too in depth. I'm not really going to show you how to fully make this, but I'll just show you the signature. So this is what it looks like. Please read these instructions. Looks like this is a little off. Basically, you're going to go in here and you have to make a copy of this and save it to your own Google Drive first, because this is a shared file, so you won't be able to make changes in here and save it. You have to first add it over to your own account, but once you've done that and just followed the steps, you can basically change whatever you want on here. You can click and change the text, move things around, change the photo, change the colors, do whatever you want. So I'm just going to exit out of here. We do have tons of different templates on here. Scott's face. So you guys can play around in here and find the different signatures that work best for you. So that's just a little brief going over our templates. If you guys have any trouble, definitely feel free to call us and we can help you out. So that was it for KW Resources. The last thing I'm going to go over, actually a couple more things. If we go over to Store, we do offer business cards now. We offer them through a company called Brandco. They're actually the same company that created our website. We work with them a lot. Some of you may have worked with them to customize your Playster site, so we really like them and think they do great work. So if you highlight Store on our website and then click Business Cards, you can see we have 6 different business card, oh, thanks Brandco guy, 6 different business card templates available to you. So if you guys are interested in these, you can come to this website, slm.brandco.com. Just know these are not through us, but they're with a company that we work really closely with. They also offer name tags on here. Well, those are probably coming soon. And then custom email signatures, I think. Yes, so we do offer these, looks like HD email signatures for you on here as well. $159 for those. So I don't want to go over that too much, so I'm just going to go back to scottleroymarketing.com. Last thing I want to go over real quick before we head out is our services tab. So we do offer additional services on top of the free stuff that's covered by your office. Things like blogging, database management, social media, search engine optimization, creating ads for you like Facebook ads, Google ads, stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, I would say check out these different pages that kind of go over what our services are, and then you can check out this pricing tab. And if you scroll down, you can check this out. So things like managing your contacts and your campaigns. We offer social media packages starting at $25 a month, SEO, stuff like that. So when people are interested or looking for this kind of stuff, I tell them to email Scott directly and let him know what you're interested in, and he can talk to you more about what we have available and what the pricing will look like for that. So that is actually about it for today. That's all I'm going to go over. So if you guys have any questions, I'll just pull up our contact info down at the bottom. Our phone number is here. Our support lines are open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Monday through Friday. And then we have our support email as well. We are here 9 to 6 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. You can definitely give us a call or email us. We're usually really quick on emails, so if you want to do that, that might be a little preferred. But you can call us, of course, and then email us whenever you guys have problems. So that is about it for today. I want to thank you guys for sticking it through the whole week, coming in on a Friday to check out our class. But if you need our help, feel free to reach out. If not, I hope you have a great weekend.